105.1 is the Gwynegard DJ Self. Now, every Monday, I call this Memory Lane Mondays, and I got a group in the building that I personally feel is very underrated. Ladies and gentlemen, EFX is in the building. And you see how they clap everything? They focus, baby.
Why not? Why not?
All right. Now, in Long Island, it was Wine Dance Day.
Yeah.
And I expressed to them that each and every Monday, I try to call my show Memory Lane Monday. And I feel like a lot of times with hip-hop, we tend to forget what came before. And I felt like anytime I was on the radio, once I get a chance, I said I'm always going to at least, try to play what was and what's current. A lot of times people think that music just started with Tupac and Biggie.
True.
So I feel like, a lot of times we got to, make sure that our culture know that there was hip-hop before Tupac and Biggie.
True.
Right.
Going back to an argument I had with a friend of mine, DJ Tantrum, he must have bumped his head or something. He said that he had more old school than me. And I feel like Tantrum, his crates or something like that, it goes like, yo, I got Jay-Z and DMX and Mobb Deep.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So I think
whoa.
he thinks like, we going. Do you feel like I'm telling the truth?
Oh, you definitely right. I mean,
Okay.
I'll jump
Yeah,
in.
get to it.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Crazy to the Drazy.
Okay, I apologize. Let me start that too. A lot of times people just say EFX, but EFX has individual names.
Oh, yeah, that's right. For those who don't know, it's an acronym, Dre and Scoob. So I'm Dre. That's my partner, Scoob.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right,
saying? So,
right.
yeah, that's how we went. That was all Scoob's idea, by the way, too. When we were putting the group together, we didn't have an idea of what to call a group.
Yo, it was almost Sad Effects.
Right, yes,
Okay.
right.
Bro.
Scoob
Yeah,
and Dre.
yeah. It was bad.
So we was out
It was
like,
real bad.
I'm not sure about that one.
You know what I mean?
understand? Let's go.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely feel what you're saying, Self. It's like we were talking about in the park. A lot of people think hip hop doesn't exist prior to, Biggie or Jay or blah, blah, blah. And it's cool, like I was telling you, so it's a blessing for dudes like you and people like you with this platform to try and educate them. And, we OGs in it, so we go back to the beginning.
I've interviewed several, I would consider
I know what
older
you're saying,
artists, and
right.
they be like, no, I'm current.
They won't even do shows I hear. Those artists that's labeled old school shows, some hip hop artists. I hear.
I don't use the word old school. I'd say, retro, maybe throwback, but
right.
But
Classic hip hop.
I think
don't
old school
know.
is each his age, I feel.
I would probably call it from each era.
Okay.
Like, 80s, 90s, 2000,
right.
later 2000. Because you got dudes, from the 80s, like Rakim, who was just as swift with that pen as he was in the 80s, bro. You know what I mean? So to say OG, yeah, that's the correct statement.
Okay.
Anybody that's been, constantly doing something for 26 years, that's OG.
Do you guys feel like y'all underrated when it comes to hip hop?
We don't want to, me personally, I don't ever want to be the Little Richard of hip hop. Like, they don't know me, and whoa, and you. I don't need all that. You know what I'm saying? I just think reason why maybe EFX doesn't get our props is because it's not shown. It's not shown. It's not shown.
But why do you think that?
The outlets are not. I mean, you can't turn on Centric, BET, TV One right now and see DMX, EFX, Onyx, Red Meth. You can't see those videos. So I think if those videos were in your face, then you'd be like, yo, nah, EFX, for whatever reason. But me, like I said, I'm good with the props. I don't even need the props like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been over the props.
I have a younger generation that listens. So when we're talking to the youngins, right? And I want to say that this group, EFX, that's here, were a point in hip hop that changed hip hop.
True.
Very tremendously with a different slang and a different style of rapping.
Yeah. Right.
And you put the Iggity things into it, right? How did that even come about? Because we have some people that's in their early 20s here that doesn't understand what that is or what you guys done.
Like the young lady over there.
You can tell, right?
That's
Okay.
Jersey.
Stand up. Well, I mean, it was basically like, hip hop at one point. It was a genre of music to where, you wanted to be creative. You wanted to have your own niche. You wanted to sound different.
Mm-hmm.
So, coming after the dudes that came before us, such as a Slick Rick, such as a KRS-One, they all were dope, but they all stood for something, separate.
Mm-hmm.
And, that meant a lot to us, man. Like, we can't go into this game after turning off Cool G Rap and just sound like anything.
Okay.
You feel me? So, I mean, at some point, Dre and I, we figured that, we didn't really like when we paused when we were rhyming, just wordplay-wise. We didn't like pauses.
Okay.
We didn't like
pause. What you mean by pause?
Like 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. So here we go.
Okay.
That's pause.
So that turned into Wiggity 1 for the money, Tiggity 2 for the show.
Okay.
Feel me? No spaces
No
in
space,
between
no gaps.
those words.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And then it turned into a style. It was like we perfected that.
And then once you have that, then the content now.
that was always
Because I feel like y'all had
major.
lyrics too. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
That was first
Okay.
and foremost before
Okay.
the style.
All right.
You feel me? Yeah, the bars was,
Don't get it twisted.
Yo,
Yeah, no, we wasn't. Look,
bars.
we know we wasn't rhyming about, scholarly things, But what we were great at, which was just wordplay. We came from the era of, oh, did you hear what he just said?
rewind that.
Yeah, we came
You know what I
from, that kind of era. We came from, oh, that was slick. Did you? Not necessarily so much so punchline rappers, but we came from that era. Like
No,
if
I
we were
think
in a cipher.
not even only the Iggity style, things, and the pause rap.
Right.
I think that y'all started metaphors.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
Right.
what a lot of these artists is doing now.
Right.
I feel like y'all,
Right.
started metaphors.
Man.
Scuba's
It
big
was-
on that too. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just a lot of, trying to be fly with the wordplay. You know what I mean? And that's basically what it was. And again, coming after the dudes that came before us, like, it was no way we couldn't have that,
Okay.
involved in what we were doing. You know what I mean? Like, and then you had like West Coast dudes like coming out during that period and was kind of slick with the tongue as well. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because Cypress was before us.
Yeah,
Cube
Cypress,
was
yeah,
before us.
exactly.
We
You know
big
what I'm
fans
saying?
of those kind of guys. Was just real lyrical.
know it.
Do you feel like at that point in time, Jazz and Jay-Z stole your style?
I don't think so.
Okay. I feel like y'all came out first and then Hov was, the diggity, they was doing that. Or even Criss Cross. Same thing. It's the miggity mac.
That's questionable.
Okay. Uh-oh, here we go.
That's questionable. Now listen, but look, I give it up. I like the young boys. They came to New York one time. I remember. Yo, man, I don't know if you remember that. We had them backstage and they were scared to death, man. Little dudes like this.
Okay.
So I can't blame them. Yeah, I mean, like we was grown men at that point.
Okay.
But, it was a thing to whereas and this is back when cassette tapes were in rotation, you know what I mean? So we had like one of the most bootleg cassette tapes of that
Dead
era.
serious?
Yes, correct. You know what I mean? So that tape was getting around to everywhere. You know what I mean? So it could have influenced them. You know what I mean? Like, because it was close.
That's what,
it was
that's
real
what
close.
That's what I
You feel
chalk
me?
it up to. Like when the songs.
Yeah,
were
it was
being
circulating. Right.
shopped.
Everybody had it.
EPMD was
Especially-
shopping us.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm
A lot
just saying
of
like your demo
A&Rs.
tape before it came out.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay,
so
got
that's
you.
what I'm
was-
saying.
exactly.
So a
Feel
lot of
me?
A&Rs was playing our stuff.
Every label pretty much.
You could
had
take
it.
our
You know
tapes
what I'm
home.
saying?
They were playing it for their nephew. Their nephew was, let me take it to school. And
Okay,
so
got you.
we think it made its way down south. You feel
So
me?
that's a possibility. That's all we talked to JD about. Yo, JD, what up, boy?
You understand?
What's poppin'?
Now,
I need
back
the
to
beat
Jay-
though.
So y'all don't think Jay?
I don't
So
think
how y'all give
No, I
Jay a
don't-
pass, but don't give Criss Cross a pass?
I think
Don't do that. They still gonna put you on title. Don't worry about that.
Nah, that's fine.
You Gucci.
Sometimes you do it so well that it couldn't have been imitated. Like, nah, man, something's going on over there.
Okay.
I never looked at them two dudes like that ever. And Jazz is still nice with it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think right.
I didn't-
I feel you.
you know
on
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
thing.
Like-
I just think it's just great minds think alike.
Y'all giving Hov and Jazz
That's too
a
much?
pass. Yeah, y'all giving them a pass.
Nah.
You understand
you
what I'm
think
saying?
it's a Brooklyn thing?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you said you wrote the song in college? What college y'all went to?
We went to Virginia State University,
Yo, look.
VSU.
And back then, that was like 13th grade, bro. It was wild down
Shout out to
there. Yo,
everybody in the
VSU,
13th
what's
grade.
up, baby? What's poppin'?
So how did y'all even meet each other? Like y'all being from two places?
We had class with a mutual homeboy. His homeboy, his man from Brooklyn. So.
You was scared of them?
Nah, never that.
Okay.
Never that. Yo, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Nah, I'm from. Yo, shout out to Jersey, all the Jersey.
What
you
part of
understand
Jersey
what I'm
from?
saying? T-Neck, Jersey, right over the
T-Neck,
bridge.
ain't no hard people
Come
in
on,
T-Neck.
man.
I'm
Yo,
keeping it G.
yo, you
And
make
I ain't
yo,
even
you
scared.
Now the kids from Brooklyn and T-Neck, Chubb Rock knew about that. You understand what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So boom, we had a mutual homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So. He knew I could rhyme, and he knew School could rhyme. That was his man, of course. So he knew his man could rhyme. So we were at a party one time on campus at State. So the beat came on. So as MCs, you just start rhyming with a beat come on.
Okay.
So his man was in the middle. His man was like, yo, School was spitting. School was spitting some rhymes to his man. His man was like, yo, So then I was looking over. I was like, okay. So then I started spitting. His man was like, yo, okay. So then he got tired of
crazy.
Me, Scoob in his ear, so he just backed out, was like, yo, spit for each other.
Okay.
So, spit. I was like, oh, okay. And this was basically how we met. So, life is funny where, you know how like when you first see somebody, you've never seen them before, but then when you meet somebody, you see them all the time now.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
one of those things where I seen him, it was on a weekend, Virginia State, and then so happened the next day I was like, oh, this dude's in my class. Oh, we got a class together. So an event was coming up on campus, which was called the Delta Star Search.
Big up to the Deltas.
Right.
All right, so one time for the Deltas, go ahead.
Once the Delta Star Search came up, Scoob approached me, was like, yo, you want to enter this talent show? And we entered the talent show.
Well, y'all was a group at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were. That was
no,
like the beginnings of it. You know what I
Okay,
mean? That was
alright.
the makings. Yeah, I mean, like we didn't actually have songs together and all that. It was just like, yo, you got some bars, we could go do this. You
Okay,
know, I
bet.
was getting
I'm
some
guessing
moves.
this is where EPMD.
Nah, this was
that was
at
freshman year.
Virginia
This was our
State.
freshman year, man.
This
This
is
is
way before
19.
Well, how did you guys get
1990,
discovered by
1990.
EPMD? Or was it Eric?
Nah,
was it Parrish? It was both.
It was
both.
The way we even met was, just faith. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I don't know if you're into all that stuff, but, I only got accepted to one college.
Okay.
If I would have got accepted to Howard, Hampton, no DOS effects. You understand what I'm saying? He could have went somewhere else. So we just always look at it like that. Even when we got discovered, which was our third year of college.
Okay.
Right? We were already
The 3 years rapping together.
Three
already.
years. 3 years.
Yeah. And a lot of people looked at that like, yo, y'all only had one more year. Why didn't y'all chill?
Right.
Oh, because y'all didn't finish school.
Nah, we did 3 years. We always say
3
we the
years,
original.
man.
What made y'all drop out?
Called
That-
EPMD, called Opportunity.
Yeah, that door got knocked on, man. You already
Smell
know.
what I'm cooking.
Yeah. You know?
Like, so they went to the school and found y'all. Like they
yes,
found,
go tell
Nah, basically what happened was it was some weird, like we was going through it down there, as every college student for the most part go through it. So we didn't really have phones and all of that at that time. This was back when Sky Pages and all that was popping.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we had heard on the radio that EPMD was supposed to be hosting like some sort of rap contest, right?
Okay.
We had just recently because we used to go back and forth from VA to home, back up here, and record demos, you know what I mean? So we had just come from New York, recording some joints.
Right.
So we heard that radio commercial.
Let me just jump in.
We got a
Ron.
new joint.
Let me
Get to it.
just jump in, man.
Right.
So we lived off campus at the time, right? This is how it's crazy, right? How narrow we just got famous, right? We lived off campus. Every Tuesdays and Thursday we had math class at like 12 something. We only had one math book. I slept with the radio on in my room, right? I would wake up, go to school's room, yo, son, let's get this math work in, let's get it, right? We gotta go. Every morning I would wake up, leave my room, but this particular morning, Scoop came into my room where the radio was playing. If I would have went in the school's room, we wouldn't have heard
Wouldn't
this
have heard it.
commercial.
Okay.
We in the middle of doing this homework, and all of a sudden we hear, hey, come on down tonight at the blah, 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 blah. Yo, EPMD's going to be there. Bring your best raps.
fact.
We was like this. Yo, we dropped the pen like, yo, we going. We going. Yo, it was straight out like that. So the crazy part is we didn't hear the name of the club. We was like, so what's the name of the club? We was like, I don't know. I thought you heard. Nah, I don't know what you... We call all our peoples or whatever. He went to
Nobody
stay
heard.
with us, so we was like, yo, man, listen out for this commercial about this talent show later on tonight in Richmond. Shout out to Richmond. Everybody listened all day. Nobody heard
Nothing.
the commercial. Nobody. Y'all don't know what you're talking about. We get on 411. Yo, operator, we need the name of this. We kind of heard the club was like, let's say it was Flamingo or Tropicana. We called 10. Let's say we called 9 operators. 9 of them was like this. Hold on. No listing. We was like, are you sure there's no listing for a Club Tropicana in Richmond? There was like nothing. And this is a story in perseverance. The last call, we was like this. I was like, man, let me just try one more time. I called, man. 411. I was like, yo. By this time, it's like, yo, can you give me? Right? The operator, she's like this. Oh, you mean Club Tropicana? I go there all the time. They changed the name. Hold on. She's like, they changed the name. Hold on. Just nonchalantly was like, oh. The number is, we're like, oh, shit. Second base.
Okay.
You feel me? We get to the club. It's a hole in the wall like this.
Wow.
Like, ain't no way.
It's me.
There's no way possible.
There's only like 3 of us in the club. We looking around. We like, there's no way EPMD is coming up in this club. They can't even fit in this place.
Way. Not gonna happen.
20 minutes go by. These 2 6-foot-something dudes walk in with Def Jam jackets. Like, oh, shit, this is EPMD.
They're coming, right?
Yo, that's them. Yo, that's EPMD. Yo, this is it. Yo, we go up to the. So this is where the story gets crazy because
I'm listening.
The DJ is like this. All right, everybody, we're about to start this rap contest. Bring your tapes up. So everybody's going up to the DJ. They all know the DJ. They like the DJ is like, hey,
local.
Bobby V, how you been? Hey, I saw your mama at the store the other day.
Okay.
Hey, good luck tonight. We get up there. He like the. Music playing. He's like, what's the name of the group? We like, Das EFX. He's writing it down. He's like, Days in the World. We like, no,
bro.
Das EFX. He mad. He like, come on, man. Then he said like this, is the tape queued up? We like, no. He like, yo, come on, man. Cue the tape up, man. Hey, go cue the tape up and get back in line, man. We run out the club, down to the car, cue the tape up, run back in. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry about that. Get the tape. Get into the high school, boom, the show start.
Yeah, and mind you, it wasn't just that EPMD was coming to host the show. Yo, they was giving away $100.
$100
A buck?
I needed that.
Broke college students, we
talk to me.
need that.
You feel my pain, bro?
I need that. Shout everybody live off canvas right now.
$100, man,
That
listen.
hundo, we need that.
Right.
So now, boom. All right, so we got that situated, right?
Mm-hmm.
All these dudes is going. And the way that the contest was judged, it was like EPMD and their role manager at the time, yo, Bernard, what up, boy? They would put up numbers. Feel me? Between 1 through 10.
Right.
1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
And then you add them up.
Exactly. So they was throwing up, the little 5, 6s and all that. We get on.
Right.
Clap your hands.
Okay.
That was the record that we did. We had just did it fresh out the studio.
That was
with
the song
itself.
he was saying that we had just did.
Fresh
Clap
out
your
the
hands.
We
studio
had
with it, bro.
just did clap your hands off of over the break. Go
So
for
we
it.
still listening to it like, oh yeah, this is all right. You feel me?
Right.
Bro, we got on, started doing it.
Right.
There you go, right there, bro.
Set the scene, son.
You know what I'm saying? We had a little crowd with us. We had about maybe 4 or 5 of our boys with us. And
20-year-old crazy Drazy right here.
Exactly.
Right.
So again, mind you, we out of town. We ain't in the town. We off our turf. This
Right.
is all Richmond.
Right.
All the dudes that performed before us from Richmond.
Right.
Okay.
So they looking at us like, what niggas doing here? So now, that
My pops always told me, though, when you do a song, make sure the beat is the first thing. Smack them. So you hear the beat. We already had them with the beat. So even though they was like, but the beat had them like this.
Okay.
couldn't resist that.
Right. Go for it.
So then, boom, all right, we got through it. Somehow, some way. Bro, when I say we turn around, these dudes, EPMD and Bernard, they putting up 11s,
Right.
12s,
Right.
13s.
Right.
Like,
Wow.
I knew we had them.
that's the good part of it. The sort of weird part.
But wait, there's more.
Yo, the dudes that performed before us, now they a little. Guy,
Right. It was 10 acts. It was 10 acts that
Okay.
night. We the 9th act. So like School was saying, once we finished, we had the highest of the night.
right.
The last group to go on, we monitoring them. We remember it was twins. They were twins. They were dressed in all white. I could see it. They went up there.
Twins, South.
Twins. We was like,
Twins.
hey,
How we
yo,
going?
It's me,
That's
son,
crazy.
2 people from school. The twins bought the whole club with them. The twins got on stage. Half the club was like, yeah. It was like, oh,
There we go. They go to
they
$100.
get on, they do their
That's it.
thing,
It's
right?
over for it.
Out
But they
the
get
window,
on,
bro.
they do their thing. 10, 10, 10. We like, oh shoot, we won. We know the score. This is straight out the movie. The host, he's like this. I mean, it's a crazy night. The host is like, well, I guess we know who won tonight. I mean, it was a crazy night, everybody, but he knows we won. He's about to say our name straight out the movie.
Yeah.
Parrish taps him like
Grabs him up. Big boy.
He's like this. He's like this. He leans back over to him. Parrish says some stuff to him in the ear. He looks at P. He's like, you sure? He's like, you sure? He's like, he goes, all right, the winner is the Twins.
The Twins,
bro. I'm like, yo, man.
But did you ever
50,
ask
get the
Parrish?
strap.
Did,
Get the strap. Get
did
the
you ever
strap.
ask Parrish what did he whisper in his ear?
Of course. What? No.
Okay.
No, we didn't.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But in the middle, so just like you was, everybody shocked in that instant, the Twins are like, yeah!
Okay.
And they jump on stage. No. So we looking around, we
We
like,
at
yo.
the front of the stage like this.
Yo. So the
Come on,
crew
I'm
that
about
we with, we
13.
starting to get a little, we starting to yo. And in the middle of all of that, slow motion, P is walking across the stage and he leans over into all of us and says the words every starving artist ever would want to hear. He says, yo, what do you want, $100 or a record deal?
What? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what that
Brooklyn, stand up.
is. Y'all already had the album done before EPMD signed y'all.
EPMD, Eric Sermon, nobody from that side of the squad did any production on the album.
Yeah, and why is that? I always felt that was weird. Eric Sherman didn't do any production, and he was like one of the biggest producers. Even I don't know, like y'all was signed to both of them, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So why wouldn't he do production?
Like, we were just so different and we had our own everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, two of my dudes from the hood did the album, Derek and Chris.
That's
All rest
Solid
of that,
Scheme.
Solid Scheme,
Right,
correct. So we were coming
right.
with that every, when we would go back to Brooklyn, we'd come out to, Long Island, let them hear what we did, boom. And we just kept doing that consistently. And that was the album that
was
you
the
heard,
formula.
Dead Serious,
Right.
is what we were handing over to them. So they were listening like, yo, if it ain't broke, man, just let them ride.
Okay.
Man, I guess that's basically what it was, man.
But like one joint,
We was just in our zone, bro.
or even EPMD on the first album.
Let me just say what I think. You
Yeah,
understand
come on,
what I'm
keep
saying?
it real, baby. Everybody's cool. They still be cool. Don't worry about
We
it.
came into a situation that was already ongoing. It
was a little messy.
And that's the breakup you talking about.
Yeah, it
Righteous.
was messy
Okay.
already.
You understand
All right,
what I'm
the
saying?
breakup.
Righteous.
Uh-huh.
So when we went backstage to meet Eric and Parrish at the club, Parrish, when he said, what do you want, a record deal or the $100? And we said, a record deal. He said, meet me backstage in 5 minutes.
And we couldn't get back there.
When we went backstage in the back room, Eric, Representative Parrish, the Def Jam crew was sitting there, and like a movie, I handed the Parrish was here, Eric was here, and just like a movie, I handed the tape, and they was like, "Yo, where's the tape?" They wanted to hear that song we just did. So I handed the tape in the middle like this, and they both reached for it. And to my recollection, P grabbed the tape first,
Okay.
claiming Das Effects. You understand? Because we didn't know at the time that there
they
was
was-
going to be
uh-huh.
a split.
Got you.
Def Squad.
But look.
So-
But listen
so-
to this,
but
though.
listen- so go-
Hold on.
so go
Before that, me, I'm still on my grimy. Like, yo, I don't think we should pass that tape to him.
Because they might
What's
try
going-
to yeah, okay.
Talk to me, son.
Brooklyn.
Nah, we from Jersey, so
You already.
that's where I was at. Like, yo, I started peeping the knowledge. Like, okay, so we might have came into a situation. So, like Scoop said, we already had our crew, Solid Scheme, doing our songs anyway, and we grabbed. Listen, the reason why we called our album Dead Serious is because they don't even know I'm Jamaican, right? Yo, try explaining to your mother after 3 years of college that you want to drop out to pursue.
No, she's not having that.
She's like, EMP, MDU. It's not, no. So the name of the album just came Dead Serious because we was dead serious like that about it. Like, it had to work. So when P was giving us feedback, we was going with who was giving us feedback. Eric wasn't really checking for us like that, keeping it 100, because now we understand he was making a move. Solo was over here. Redman was over there. You understand what I'm saying? So to answer your question, we wasn't going to chase nobody who wasn't really checking for us. So that's why we just kept it in-house with Solid Scheme. And like Scoop said, it wasn't broke, so we wasn't even trying to fix nothing.
I'm guessing that y'all chose Parrish because he was the one that really was checking for y'all.
It just happened. We were collateral damage, bro. You know what I
Okay.
mean? We were caught in the middle of something we didn't understand. It was going down. A lot was going down besides just music. Like some other shit was happening. Feel me? So I mean, it was just natural. Just like Dre said, you know, P was the one that was making the phone calls, come through the crib, this, that, and the third. No shade against Eric. Like, we would go by crib, chill, whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. But it was just like a natural thing. I think they already had their size chosen already.
Right.
Was it ever a time where they said, yo, well, you can't work with the Def Squad or anything like that? And if not, why haven't y'all ever done anything
Yo,
with the Def
listen.
Squad?
That was never said.
Nothing like, yo, Red, come on this joint with us. You understand? After the breakup.
Nobody knew where nobody stood for a while. You feel me? Like, Red's album did it come out? Was it out by then?
Which one?
His first joint. Was it out at that point?
Nah, you know, Red used to DJ for us
Yeah,
until
so
he
we was-
Oh,
we
he
was
started.
good.
Yeah, I remember he was started as a DJ. Red Man. Red Man was a DJ.
Red Nice. We could chalk it up to Red's busy with meth and they doing them and things like that. And Das, I mean, we practically lived overseas for 5 years just touring. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we haven't even done an album since 2000 and whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, in terms of getting with another, and we on it like this. If you're not really trying to check for us, we're not even gonna.
Let's say Keith Murray, Red, even K Solo was Hit Squad.
When we got to the Hit Squad, Redman was there, Solar was already there, Murray was there. I don't know, maybe to a lesser extent,
Knuckleheads
Gloria
too.
was there.
Gloria.
You know what I mean?
Hurricane G, that was it.
Yeah,
Okay, Hurricane G.
Hurricane G was
Gotcha.
there. You know what I'm saying? So we were the outsiders.
And
like
Craig Mack was around too, right?
Craig Mack
Yeah,
was
Mack
was
in the
there. Rest in
vicinity
peace.
floating
Right,
around.
Mack
Okay.
was in the, right.
Feel me? So we were the outsiders. So obviously, it was something going on before we got there.
Okay.
You feel me? So Eric was already producing Red's album.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Anytime Red would play something for us, it was most likely Eric on it. He had Keith Murray at the time, but I guess he was trying to build that. We came in, okay, I guess P kind of snatched us up like, oh, well, Eric
This
got
what
his.
I got, right.
So this is me over here, you
Right.
feel me?
Okay.
Right.
And we dun-dun-dun at the time, like,
Right.
I guess this is just how it goes.
Okay.
So it wasn't really no, like, but it was just like, oh, so he is with them. Cool, I see what's happening over there.
Right.
They're always with P. So when we would do shows, it would be like a little bit of friction in the air, like,
Right.
okay,
Right.
get it. So we just naturally fell into it. It wasn't like, we rhyme with P, what's popping. It wasn't that.
Right. Even like you said, back to your question of just to keep it 100. I floated it out there to Red, floated it out there to everybody, all the members. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But you can't just, you think you on a reality show. You know what I'm saying? So follow the Hit Squad, Def Squad. Like it just. That's why we haven't even really been on tour yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody get in a room and. It's, we like a version of Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's how bad the squad is.
Okay,
Hey man, look, I'm the only member and Red is the only member from Jersey in this thing.
Okay.
This thing that we have here, guys. This thing of ours. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm joking, but I take it serious. So for me, I'm like, yo, you mean we the only ones from Jersey and we ain't murder these corny New York dudes in the squad? You understand what I'm saying?
See
So
what I
for
feel
me,
like?
like that, and that's what I mean by like, I'm not gonna really chase you like that. Like me and Red, we should know better. We older, we should know better. Yo, let's put these bars together. You understand what I'm saying? But for me, I'm not even there like that. For me, it's a new day, new era. I'm trying to write songs for pop people right now. I'm trying to write. I'm trying to do stuff. My man trying to do other stuff. And if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. One of those things,
I think I whispered this to you, School. They was playing Headbang. I think Parrish was performing at Headbang, and I was like, yo, why was y'all? Even though, let me not get it twisted, I feel like K Solo and Redman did a great job. I
Right.
still, to this
Oh, yeah,
day,
we did talk
there a
about we
but?
rapped
I still
about
to
that.
this day,
Is
I
there
feel
a
like
but?
K Solo had the hardest verse. You know,
Okay.
I might be one of them. I think K Solo had the hardest verse.
Right.
But I
Sour
still feel
Palsy
like it
line
needed
wasn't
Das
hard.
on there. And I know y'all was on Coming At Ya. Coming At Ya was cool, but it wasn't Headbanger. It
Right.
was keeping the G real.
Right,
You
right,
understand?
right.
But, and what was the reason?
Again, bro, I felt like we should have been on Headbang.
Okay.
I had like, whoa, what happened? So then came, Humming, which was, again, it was cool. But again, I got to go back to whatever was happening was already happening.
Yeah.
So the Eric Sermon produced record,
Right. We weren't really
Eric,
on.
Redman, and them over there.
Okay.
The Parrish Smith produced record is now Das on that.
Okay, and that's
So-
Coming At Ya.
Right.
And that was the two big boys, the OGs,
Making
that
the
called
calls.
that shot.
Right,
You
so
feel
we-
me?
you
Okay.
know.
So we
And
was
if Eric
just
don't want us on the
newcoming in
record,
game.
we can't be on the record.
If it was that, you know what I mean? I wanted to be. I heard that like,
What,
whoa,
Scoop, you
where
from
that
Brooklyn?
came from?
You ain't
Yes,
not to
sir.
smooth it out like, yo, listen, E, yo, we need to get up on
They was
that.
looking at me sideways because, again, like I said, it was other things happening besides music.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
So,
a lot of things going
you know
on.
what I'm talking about? So I ain't even gonna go into that. So everybody wasn't just looking at me eye to eye. Everybody like, yo,
Yeah. Once we
watch
figured
'em.
out what it
You
was,
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and it was just whatever, man. But
there's a
you know,
saying, if you're not looking, you won't see, and if you're not listening, you won't hear. So we came into the squad, we wasn't really looking, so we weren't really seeing things. But
Yeah,
once we
because-
started looking, we was like,
But it
oh,
was
I
so
see
much,
who's who.
bro.
and
It
who-
was so
we're
much
not
going
all
on
together. You understand what I'm saying? But once we got put on by another person in the squad, once we started looking, we was like, oh, I really see what this is. We're not all together because stuff had already started going
Bro.
on between them prior to us getting it.
You got to look at like the impact that we had on the industry, and
Yes.
we were going through that at that point.
Yeah, and it was
So it ain't no looking around at all of that,
right.
bro.
You understand what I'm saying?
We everywhere,
Right.
doing everything.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was like, man, okay, word, that's going on. Okay, well, now I gotta get up and go to Russia.
Right.
You feel me? So it was
Okay.
just so much going on, and again, it was a lot that was, again, we're collateral damage, bro. You know what I mean? That's the best way I could put it. Like, whoa, until we figured it out, and then it was what it was.
This sound like Eric. Like what you saying?
Right. And what people
This sound
don't
like Eric Sherman.
what people don't understand is Solid Scheme, Chris Charity, God bless the dead, Derek Lynch were big fans of Eric.
Okay.
Of course.
Right. So like those guys, so that's why, to answer your question, why it sounds like Eric. And a lot
Okay.
of people thought, we come from the era of Derek and Chris. We would get the NWA album, we would study it, we would crack it open, we would see the producers, you know what I mean?
Shockley and them boys. You know what I'm
Hank
talking
Shockley,
about.
Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
We came from that era where we were reading the credits and then down to the samples. And then going and finding those samples and then making it our own if need be. So we came from that kind of era. That's why a lot of our records.
Okay. Yeah. Favorite? Which one was the hardest? Or your favorite DOS record? And I'm gonna go. I mean, it was either this. Which one? Hardest? The one that you like to perform the most? All around.
Wow, that's big, bruh. That I like to perform. Now, see, the song that I like to perform may not necessarily be what I feel is the hardest.
Okay. Well, let's go either or.
Complicated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What? You know what I'm talking about?
A or B?
A or B, yeah.
like-
A or B.
I always loved If Only, man.
Oh man, come on.
I always loved that record, bro.
Okay,
This guy.
all right.
Let me give you an answer, so check it. And this is crazy. Of course, I love Day One Effects. Gave me everything, still keeps on giving me everything. I see green when I hear the beat. I don't know why.
For
When-
dollars.
When we went to go pick the beats from Primo, we heard this beat, Real Hip Hop, and No Diggity. I hated this beat, Real Hip Hop. Scoob loved that beat. We was like, yo, man, what's in the we could only afford 2 beats from Primo. Man.
Okay.
Let's get 2 beats. You know what I'm saying? I picked No Diggity. He picked Real Hip Hop. So for me, that's why I like, obviously, Day One Effects over Real Hip Hop. Never
Okay.
really cared for the beat is off beat. If you listen to that record, I don't know anybody that could blend it, the acapella, to make it sound any better than it sounds. Because Primo put some kind of juice on it that
Okay,
the acapella, nobody could catch it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, fail. You dig?
Yo, all right. I'm gonna rat you out, bro.
I got it.
So this is why that beat went that way.
Why?
You couldn't catch the shit.
Tell me. See, I got a bad memory. Word?
You couldn't catch it. So
Word.
when you wrote it,
Right.
Preem was like, yo, just say it.
Word.
That's why there's that little pause
boom,
in
boom,
the beginning
boom,
between Dre starting and the
Okay.
first chorus.
So the beat was playing at Preem's crib because we went to Preem's crib.
Dude, we was trying to do that song for so many hours, bro. Preem was just like, say it, man. Just say it.
Word.
So when you said it, It was what it was. It sounded crazy. When he got it back to us, he put that little here go right here. The beat had to catch up to the train. You feel me? That's what happened right there. So me and Preem sit back like, but you know, Preem being the genius that he is, he figured it
But
out.
he still stuck here on beat though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Preem.
Jersey, stop playing. These Brooklyn niggas was killing me up in there. I was like, what y'all talking about? But so then that's why there was another pause there, too?
bro, because exactly. That's exactly
What you talking
what
about,
happened.
school?
But Self, let me tell you about another song,
Yo.
Mike Checker.
Yeah,
That song
was another.
almost did not make the first album.
Why
Mike
not?
Checker. We had no hook.
Would you consider that at the time like your second biggest record?
And let me tell you what's so dope about
Okay.
Mike Checker. That was the first time I can remember, especially a artist coming out for the first time, sampling themselves and using
Yeah, that
it
was crazy.
as in
on the hook.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, and the hook.
Yo, we had that's him. That's ahead of his time. We already had this. We had all of this.
All that was there. No chorus.
We had all of this. We still in college writing these rhymes, so we tired now. We like, you got a hook? I ain't got no hook. You got a hook? Derek and Chris got no hook. They put a slick rig like this, y'all, that y'all. We tried all. We're about to scrap the record. We come into the studio one day. They throw on microphone. We like, yo, this might be the one
tough.
right here.
It was tough.
Yeah, you like that. So when school verse you hit and
Microphone, checker, 1, 2, checker. It's the second verse.
right.
Oh, that's from there.
Yeah, they took it from this and put it in the chorus, bro.
I hit. See, this the hook.
Yeah. It's the next verse. My following verse.
Next verse.
Yeah.
That's how long they played the
Yeah,
record too.
brother. Chris probably went through like 2 cartons that night.
Call me Butterfinger because I jibbity drop on enough style.
By the way, that's Redman on the background
Yeah, that's
vocals with
Redman
us
doing
too.
the ad-libs. Me and Red.
Hurt the heart's punker.
Here it go right here, bro. Like y'all sitting around here playing
But
and threw that
that's
right
how,
in.
and two, I mean, not to our own horns, but for Scoob to even be nice enough to be pausing like that, microphone, checker, 1, 2. Yo, we them boys. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, like our verses, and we got a lot of that too, just from being comfortable enough. For us, rhyming has always been like double dutch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to get in there, and
That's a
if you're not ill with it, you're gonna get caught up in the road.
Yep,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
a
So
fact.
to me, that was an example of Scoob's double dutch skill. Him able to be in 1, 2, checker, 1. You know,
How do you feel about people saying now that like 90s and early 2000 artists should just do retro and not do new music? Have y'all ever heard that before?
No, I've never heard that.
Okay.
That's my first time hearing it.
Okay. I know a lot of times, people, oh, that's old. They should just keep touring off of their old stuff and not do new music.
tell you the truth, man, like for me, I love touring back in the day, but I'm not even so. I don't want to, be touring and touring and touring and touring and touring and touring. Like for me, it's cool to come
Well,
out.
why? You get, that's money.
Of course, it depends for me too. Like we're about to go to Europe again, and sometimes you don't want to take the flight all that way and being
And
away
not make
from
no money?
No,
I
no, no,
forgot
no,
you
no.
from Jersey.
No. You can make
I
money
forgot.
here. And
You're
bro, check my
selfish.
account.
No disrespect to Jersey.
but
I love Jersey.
Okay, so you
But I'm
need
just-
me to.
no,
So I
I'm
gotta
just-
say, yo, bro, we
Listen,
rich.
we from Brooklyn.
No,
We
but
going
let me
anywhere,
tell you,
wherever that-
But we rich though. We got bread.
You-
So
I
that's
got
one.
that part.
Two.
Okay.
And two, if you could make the bread here. Sometimes you like, yo, man, you like this 2 hours, 10 hours. Let me go get this 2 hour bread. So it's no disrespect. We always getting bread. Like I said, we about to go to Europe again, and we've been doing Europe. Listen, the name of the group is Das EFX, right? Das in Germany means the. We've been doing Germany since 1990 something, to where when we got off the plane, they were waiting for us. Like we rock stars in some part of Europe. So for us, we like this. we been, especially under the tutelage of EPMD. They put us onto Europe way early. So for us, you know, touring is cool. Shows
So, I mean,
are
basically,
cool.
that's what we do. You understand? Okay.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
another thing. Like,
Let's talk to the
it's-
Brooklyn guy.
Ooh, Dre know me.
Ain't nothing you
Dre
can tell
know
me.
me.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm
like,
get it, bro.
you know,
I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
fact.
I get you.
So that's all
a
I'm
fact.
asking. So how do you feel about music today? I also heard Migos do like the Iggity thing in their rhymes. Did y'all hear that?
Nah, like recently. They
One
did
of the,
something?
I can't remember. It's one of their songs that they, you know. But how do y'all feel about like music today?
It's different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean, it's got to be.
That's
like,
all you can say.
It's
Right?
different.
It's
But
different.
nah, but real talk, real rap. There's some good music out. You know what I mean? I just don't like the fact that a lot of the music just sounds so the same. You know what I mean? Like sometimes when I'm listening to certain stuff, it sounds like one big mixtape or one big album. Like I could kind of guess what's gonna happen next. as
All
opposed
right,
to
I'm
hearing-
be in the '90s. I felt like a lot of people were sounding like Das. Also,
yeah, it was
you
that
know,
wave. That wave
Yeah,
came
so I mean, so you can't say just because the youngins, because you know, I feel like in the same era, I was hearing a lot of Iggities. You know, I remember Illegal.
through. Oh man,
You know, Illegal had the
wow,
the Iggity.
You took it there,
Right?
bro.
Or you could go down the list, right?
It was a couple people. I forgot who. Well, even Lords of the Underground was sounding familiar. Right? I'm trying to think of some other groups. So people were
You
still
gonna be there
sounding
for a
familiar.
while.
Okay, look,
yeah, man. Yo, I mean, honestly, I just had this conversation, like real rap with Biz.
Okay.
Just, you know, just chopping it up with him, and he was going
Biz
down.
Markie.
Biz,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he was going down the line of people, and Biz is the OG. He
Yes.
came out years before us. Biz is never home.
I know. Biz
He's
been-
on that road, beating
Yes.
that road up constantly.
Biz been in Brooklyn a lot too, so that's
A
probably
lot,
what's in
bro.
him. He got to get in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yo, and Biz had made those records, man, that'll pop up in a movie any given day. Any movie, brother. You got what I need, and just a friend. Come on. So, you know, but again, yeah, that wave did come through. You had that wave that came through, like when Kane came through. Everybody's doing and that's just what it was. So yeah, that Das wave came through. They know, they feeling it right now.
But what
So,
happened was
once you said
everybody that was sounding the same, but at one point, like what you were saying, but it was still kind of like the beats were different. What Scuba's trying to say is when he says it all sounds like one mixtape.
Like, okay, I
because
understand.
The cadences are
Cadence,
the same.
everything is okay,
Everything.
Beats
the
are
same.
Right,
You rap
yeah,
about
yeah.
the same stuff. Okay,
Right,
same
got
thing.
it.
right,
Everything.
you know,
You
so-
There's
feel what I'm saying?
no. I think that we just listen to certain types because there are artists that do rapping about different things. It's just that I think that the light is not shined
I
on
agree.
them right now.
I
course,
agree.
of course.
I agree.
You know,
That's 100. Every time, you know what? Just not. I don't want to cut you off, bro. But it's the way you do it too.
Okay.
Like for instance, yo, I just loved what Dej Loaf did. You know what I'm talking
Okay.
about? It was current, what's going on, but it was still her. Bodied it. Just wanted to throw that out. there.
Okay. Now listen, can I get this? Can I get this live then?
What?
I heard this right here.
Yeah, can I get this live?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's your man. Yeah, you put us on the spot.
Shiggity shies, bots, hops, I rocks. I kick it,
right
kicks the
there.
drama like a farmer picks the crops. Hops, I diggity digs my wigs to John the Baptist.
What?
They call me Mr. Rapper, so I guess I be the rappers. No crappers, no crazy.
Giggity yes, knocker.
Do bolo like Han Solo, come rough like Chewbacca, so ease back. Slicker get kicked in the tush. Yep, I call you snaggle if you pussy gads. I rip shot
What?
till the roof fell in.
Come on.
Plus I pick a deep pop, shit like Doug Lou Ellen. But rarely does my crew get in the beefest.
Yeah.
I figured he fist the mold like the goal that's on my teeth is. Oh Jesus, I'm the youngest. Blitzy be the eldest. Hipper than the hip bone, connected to your pelvis.
Yup.
So hickory dickory doc, diggity don't you wish?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
New
go.
York. Yup.
BK stand. Did like
You had us on the spot.
We-
man.
we
we did like the best of. Yo.
Let's go,
Word.
Jays.
Word. Check out the way I dropped the scoop.
Daily true.
Crazy, Drazy, Beetle, Bear, that's how I do it in the shows. The Tarzan beat doing. Hey, hey,
Aquaman.
but
I smell blunts.
Got
Hit squad, all right?
Benjamin flew kites
So
so I got more skills than Jet got.
Hickory dickory dot.
Diggity, don't you wish if only it sounded like
the-
this? Yeah, straight from the sewer. How that came up. Don't forget what you were saying.
Okay,
just
my
like
bad.
just like you was getting ready to find something. I was on the mic. Derek and Chris was in the studio. We was at Peace Crib, and I was waiting for them to get the beat ready. And I was just standing there like, straight from the sewer, straight from the sewer, straight from the sewer. P walked by. I was like, yo, that's it. We were searching for one more song to finish up Dead Serious. Didn't have it. I'm waiting to get on. Straight from the sewer, straight from the sewer. P was like, yo. So that's how Straight from the Sewer came on. Boom.
How did this song come about?
Like, oh, man, we was just on the road, bro.
With RZA.
Yeah, and
And Ice Cube reached out to you
yeah,
guys?
he sent the kite out, bro.
Facts.
And, you know, it was like, man, when y'all going to be back in New York? Well, when you need us, brother, that's Cube. So we actually flew from off the road to New York. He recorded in New York. We went in, laid the chorus. And that was a weird record, too, man, because we didn't know that was directed at some beef type.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, it was never no problem. But, yeah, you know, Cube had it up his sleeve, like, I'm going to get the hottest niggas out to get out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him, no.
And we was
You know
cool
what I'm
with
saying?
Snoop
Yeah.
and, you know, that
Yeah,
side,
we was
too.
cool with
So
that
next
side.
time
It
we
was
saw
all
them,
good.
Snoop was like,
What happened?
like, yo, what's up, man? I thought it
It
was,
was,
no.
Tour stories that would be interesting for just the people that probably they didn't know.
You know, Pac, you know what I'm saying? I know his birthday just passed or whatever, so just us meeting Pac for the first time, the second time, the
How
third
was that
time.
experience?
Pac was
Shit, Pac was Pac.
Pac was
man.
what we could say about Pac. He was always the same way every time we met him. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like we went to Cali to do Soul Train. He met us. I don't know where we even met up at during the day prior to doing Soul Train, but when I tell you we ran all day and night with Pac.
And he was
on
shooting a
10.
movie with Janet at that point.
on 10.
I forget the name. What was it?
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was shooting that at the time, and yeah, he was just.
And
Pac
just
was
the
amped,
craziness
man.
about the story is, I mean, we went from, the plane must have landed 12 noon. So if we went till 5 in the morning with Pac and was like, yo, Pac, we got to do Soul Train in the morning. We got to shut this party down.
And well, he wasn't having it.
Yo, 11, dropped us off at the hotel, 11 o'clock came. It was Pac. No lie. I was
That's
like,
Pac,
yo,
man.
did this
God rest
dude
his dead.
even go home? I was like, yo, we got to. All I remember was just seeing him like, yo, just call me when you're done. And he was just gone. Just down the hall, gone. Like, that's the type of energy he had, you know what I'm saying? So we always, you know, when we saw him, and then, you know, we saw him later on when the beef started, and then all I remember was next time.
Did y'all feel away when it was like New York against L.A.?
Nah.
We had gigs out there, for real. And it didn't affect us at all, man. We was good with the whole, like, we were on the inside and understood
Right.
that it wasn't a whole East Coast against a whole West
The
Coast.
media could do that.
Dig?
Okay.
You know,
It
the
wasn't.
media
It
could
wasn't
do that.
man. It was certain
know.
individuals that was caught up in that. Yo, was that the time we went to Dre crib for the party?
Yeah, we was hanging out with Dre
Yeah,
at
Dre's
Dre's crib.
crib,
Yo,
Dr. Dre at this point,
Dr.
you know what I
Dre
mean?
is the only house party I've ever been to, and they only played Death Row records, and the party was lit. Try that with any other people. You cannot just play the artist on you. He played Snoop. He played Rage.
Dog
he
Pound,
played
all
Dog.
them, yeah.
No other, and we was in there like this.
Wow. Man.
But
Pool
everything was
table,
hot
the
though.
pool-
Everything was
Like, yo,
lit,
Dre
baby.
party is, yo,
Yeah.
nah.
Like
so,
them joints you see in the movies and on TV.
It was really like that.
yeah,
Official tissue,
yeah.
bro.
Like we go back with Dre before the
Official.
weights. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre before beats. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So,
No.
and we was accepted in Cali, like Scoop said, because
That was
we came
good,
up under
man.
EPMD and they had the funk and all of that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
people thought EPMD was connected to the West Coast for some reason somehow. So, you know, we
Yeah,
never
it was
had
great.
any
It wasn't
issues
no
with.
problem.
They reached out to like Cube and all, because I remember they were being in
Yeah.
a video
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Right.
Now, Frank Roth, he's a DJ up here with me, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, okay.
I always express to him who's my favorite group, and I was kind of distraught when I was in Wine Dance Park in Long Island, because I had a conversation with Scoob, and he told me that Grand
Yup,
Poobah
yup.
was the best out of Brand Nubians. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that it was something wrong with him. I thought he had too much potato salad or something. I told him to this
That
day
Brooklyn Bush.
that I feel like out of the Brand Nubians, they all was equal.
You did say that.
They all was equal. I feel like they all was equal. I see the guard over there shaking his head, but I feel like they all was equal.
Right.
You know, I feel like it was no one person that was big. I feel like people may feel like Grand Puba was bigger because I felt like it was designed for him to be pushed to the front.
Absolutely.
You know, like even on the album, they gave him 2 solo joints. He had a solo joint. He had so they gave him a lot of push.
And he had the Masters of Ceremony, correct? Right.
I'm not even counting. I'm just counting when they was
Together
the Nubians.
as Brand. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's very hard for a group that when your group break up, that both become super successful.
Right.
You understand? And I very seldomly saw that. You know, like in a lot of times, groups can't, get along and they wind up breaking up,
right,
or whatever. And then one usually become more successful than the other. But I feel like with the Nubians, since they all were great to me,
right,
that they both came out with good projects.
So,
let me let Derek S play real quick. Not just like that. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yo, and we came up under these dudes.
Yes,
man. Like I can't remember, like, probably when I think we got this stuff before it came out, if I'm not mistaken.
You was loving some Sadat.
What?
Sadat was a beast. School was loving some
Come on.
Sadat.
Okay.
So with that being said, it's like even with, and I told you this, Self, I was like, yo, maybe it's because I'm a rap boy. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes are just a rapper's rapper.
That's what it is. That's what
you know what I mean?
That's what it is.
So these dudes, content, style, all of that,
right,
gravy.
Right.
Puba was just a little bit different to the left. And I was different at that point, like, whoa.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm listening to the pauses. I'm listening to this word rhyme with that word, then that word. So now I'm really studying this right here. You feel me? And again, shout out to X. Shout out to, Jamal. Love them dudes. But for me, as with Daz, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people out here that, Dre is better than School.
I feel
Dre,
that was
I like
equal.
Dre better. Not he's better.
Right.
Okay,
but
I like him better.
I like him better.
I feel like Das is equal to. I feel like y'all always complimented each other. In some cases, I didn't know who was who, but now that I know, your voice is distinctly now,
right.
I could tell the difference,
Right.
I just felt like that. But I want to make sure I get, stuff that y'all promoted now. You gave me some cigars.
Yes. Called Resilience. Premium cigars. We do it out in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
As well, I got some new music coming out.
Yeah.
I'm doing these little,
Where could they find the music
Let
and
them
things?
know, son.
Well, everything you can check me on boogiebang.com, BOOGEE,
Let them know, son.
You can spin and show it to the camera so they could.
You see it? We got it for you. And it'll tell you, like, all the upcoming tour dates, everything that Das is doing, everything that I'm doing, and, stay in touch, man. We got a lot going on over there. Okay. And, the cigars is dope. I know you said you don't smoke.
Yeah, I'm not a smoker.
You don't smoke, but I'm going to give you a few to hand to your smoker friends, and then they can tell you and you get back to me.
Okay, cool.
And give me
I
opinion,
don't smoke.
Unless
I'm about to have a baby or something. Hey, give me a cigar.
Oh, we got that stack for you, too. Don't worry. I got
stack,
you, bro.
yeah.
Got the stack, bro. You're ready.
You might see it like he got the Boogie Bang shirts. I'm sure he got that. You could get that doing the DOS merch, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The DOS Effects, we got some shirts for you.
How do you find the DOS merch?
You could go to www.doseffectsofficial.com.
DOSeffectsofficial.com.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Follow us on, Instagram or whatever. All your followers follow DOS Effects, you know what I'm saying? Official DOS Effects, that's what we are on Instagram. But other than that, man,
Dre, you told me you was writing.
Like what I'm saying. Yeah,
listen, baby, this is time to promote. Let's get it out
My
there.
thing is, I've seen a lot of artists trying to transition and doing acting and doing this and doing that. My thing is, I found out I'm a great songwriter as well as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of pop songs, R&B songs. If I don't care if you're working on a school play, musical, I want in. You know what I'm saying? Let me write it. So that's my thing right now. I'm always looking for singers to reference the songs that I'm writing. You know, things like that. So that's my claim to fame right now. You know, just trying
and
to
also,
get my.
you want to be on Love and Hip Hop?
Oh yeah,
okay,
listen. You gonna, you know, get my walking up to the shot, up to the screen. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm ready. I'm ready for my. Yo, what's up? You might know me. Yo, I'm want to do
you
some
ready
crazy
to throw
DOS effects.
glasses and tables and stuff like that?
I'm ready.
Doom, throw a glass.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Sal,
You know what I'm saying?
put your boy on. Yo, I'm ready.
So word up, man. That's where we at, man.
So
Yes.
make sure y'all cop the
Salute.
merch. DOS
You already
Effects
know.
Official.
.com. Word up.
BoogieBang.com.
Yup.
Holla at me.
I don't care if you singing, rapping. Hey, I don't know Dream Doll, anybody you messing
Okay.
with, need some bars. I'm your man. Holla at
Got
me.
it.
I got them bars. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to work with everybody that want to work with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money. Let's get it popping. We all in this music industry together. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up. One love to DOS Effects. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? I still think the Nubians are all equal. And I'm gonna think that
Yo, they
forever.
are.